Have you ever looked at a glass of beer and wondered, how does grain from a farm become this golden drink? Because here's the surprising truth. Beer is one of the oldest drinks ever created by humans. People have been brewing beer for thousands of years, long before modern factories, long before electricity, and even before many civilizations existed. But today's beer production is a completely different world. We're talking about giant stainless steel tanks, automated brewing systems, powerful filtration equipment, computer-controlled fermentation rooms, and quality-controlled laboratories that test every batch. And the craziest part? Some modern breweries can produce millions of liters of beer every single week. That means while you're watching this video, enough beer to fill multiple swimming pools is being brewed somewhere in the world. But how does it actually happen? How do simple ingredients like barley, water, yeast, and hops become beer? Today, we're going behind the scenes, inside a modern brewery, to discover the complete journey from grain to glass. And trust me, some parts of this process are far more fascinating than most people imagine. Let's begin. Introduction. Beer may seem simple. It's just a drink, right? Well, not exactly. Every beer starts with only a few basic ingredients: water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. That's it. Yet breweries can create thousands of different beer styles from those simple ingredients. Some beers are light, some are dark, some are sweet, some are bitter, and some contain rich flavors of chocolate, coffee, fruit, or caramel. The secret lies in how those ingredients are processed, and that's where modern brewing technology comes in. So, how do breweries transform grain into beer? Let's break the process down step by step. The beginning. Preparing the malt. Everything starts with barley. Barley is a cereal grain, similar to wheat. But before it can be used for brewing, it must first become malt. This process begins when barley is soaked in water. The grains begin to germinate. In simple terms, the grain starts preparing to grow into a plant. Why is this important? Because natural enzymes develop inside the grain. These enzymes will later help convert starch into sugar. After a few days, the germination process is stopped by drying the grain in large kilns. The result is malted barley. The color and temperature used during drying can affect the flavor of the final beer. Lighter malts create lighter beers. Darker roasted malts create darker beers. Once the malt arrives at the brewery, it is crushed inside milling machines. The goal is not to turn it into flour. Instead, the grain is cracked open. This allows the brewing process to access the starches inside. Now the brewery is ready to make something called wort. And that's where things get interesting. Mashing and extracting the sugars. The crushed malt is mixed with hot water inside a giant vessel called a mash tun. Imagine making a giant bowl of grain porridge. That's basically what happens. The hot water activates the natural enzymes inside the malt. These enzymes begin converting starch into sugar. This step is called mashing, and it is one of the most important stages in brewing, because without sugar, there can be no alcohol later. The mixture is carefully held at specific temperatures. Computer systems constantly monitor the process. After the starches have been converted, the sugary liquid is separated from the grain. This liquid is called wort. Think of wort as unfermented beer. It contains all the sugars needed for fermentation, but it still doesn't taste like beer yet, not even close. Now comes the ingredient that gives beer much of its personality: hops. How the system works: boiling and fermentation. The wort is pumped into enormous brewing kettles. Then it is brought to a vigorous boil. At this stage, brewers add hops. Hops are flowers that grow on climbing plants. They provide bitterness, aroma, and flavor. Without hops, most beer would taste overly sweet. Different hop varieties create different flavors. Some produce citrus notes, some create floral aromas, others provide pine-like or herbal flavors. The boiling stage usually lasts about an hour. After boiling, the liquid is cooled very quickly. This is important because yeast cannot survive extremely high temperatures. Now comes the magical part, fermentation. The cooled wort enters giant stainless steel fermentation tanks. Then yeast is added, and this is where science takes over. The yeast begins eating the sugars inside the wort. As it feeds, it produces alcohol and carbon dioxide. In simple terms, tiny living microorganisms are transforming sugary liquid into beer. For days or even weeks, the yeast works continuously inside the tanks. Bubbles rise, carbon dioxide forms, alcohol levels increase, and slowly, beer begins to emerge. Honestly, this stage feels almost like watching nature and science work together. But the process still isn't finished, because breweries must now refine and perfect the beer. Conditioning, filtration, and packaging. Once fermentation is complete, the beer enters conditioning tanks. Think of this as a resting period. The flavors become smoother, harsh notes fade away, the beer becomes more balanced. Some breweries allow this stage to continue for several weeks. Next comes filtration. Not every beer is filtered, but many commercial beers are. Filtration removes tiny particles and leftover yeast. This helps create a clear and bright appearance. After filtration, carbonation levels are adjusted. This is where breweries carefully control the amount of carbon dioxide inside the beer. Too little carbonation, and the beer feels flat. Too much, and it becomes overly fizzy. Now the finished beer moves to packaging. This is one of the most satisfying parts of the brewery. Empty bottles and cans move along high-speed conveyor systems. Automated machines fill each container with precise amounts of beer. Then caps or lids are applied, labels are attached, dates are printed, and quality control systems inspect every package. Thousands of containers move through the line every hour. Finally, the beer is packed into boxes, loaded onto trucks, and shipped to stores, restaurants, and bars around the world. From simple grain to a finished beverage. Pretty amazing, right? But honestly, there's even more happening behind the scenes. What's really going on inside the brewery? Modern breweries are highly advanced facilities. Temperature control is critical. Even small temperature changes can affect flavor. Computer systems monitor nearly every stage. Water quality is constantly tested. Ingredients are analyzed, and fermentation tanks are carefully cleaned and sanitized. Another hidden system is laboratory testing. Scientists regularly check alcohol content, carbonation levels, microbial safety, and flavor consistency. Some breweries even keep samples from previous batches to ensure every new batch tastes exactly the same, because customers expect the same flavor every time they open a bottle.
Simple comparison. Think about brewing beer like baking bread. In bread making, yeast eats sugars and produces gas. That gas makes the dough rise. In beer making, yeast also eats sugars. But instead of making bread rise, it produces alcohol and carbon dioxide. It's the same biological process, just used in a different way. That's why brewing is often described as a combination of cooking and science. Interesting facts. Fact 1. Beer is one of the oldest alcoholic beverages in human history. Evidence suggests humans have been brewing beer for more than 5,000 years. Fact 2. Water makes up more than 90% of most beers. That's why breweries pay enormous attention to water quality. Fact 3. Some fermentation tanks in large breweries can hold hundreds of thousands of liters of beer at one time. That's enough to fill several swimming pools. Pretty incredible for a drink that starts with simple grain and water, right?
So now you know the real truth about how beer is made. It starts with barley, then malting, mashing, boiling with hops, fermentation with yeast, conditioning, filtration, and finally packaging. And honestly, once you understand the process, you never look at beer the same way again. Next time you see a bottle or can of beer, just remember, it represents a remarkable combination of agriculture, biology, chemistry, engineering, and centuries of brewing knowledge. So what surprised you the most? The giant fermentation tanks, the role of yeast, or the fact that beer begins as simple grain? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes brewery journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and join us for more amazing process explanation videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.